You did the duck walk with your pants around your ankles to the bed.
Yes.
You do the deed.
I do the deed. The deed's done.
The deed's done. You made.
We're doing cleanup time.
Yes, you made the sweat angels on the sheet.
Yes, sweat angels on the sheets.
You got up. Now there's no shit stains on the
No
the
shit stains.
No
I was very proud of myself.
And your head must be going like, yay!
I was a fucking big boy that day.
Yeah, so you finally, like, you're all excited. There's no shit stains on the on the sheet.
Yes.
So you both get up. You wipe each other down.
Each other down. Yeah.
And then where do you go from there?
All right. So now it gets a tad awkward because now you have to walk out, and I'm not leaving the ranch. Normally, what happens is you complete your business and you leave. Like, you don't just hang around to be with everybody. So what happens is I now finish my business and now have to go face the firing squad of Dennis, Flavor Flav,
Bob Zamuda,
and a whole bunch of other people that were just
the rest
there.
of the hookers.
The rest of the hookers, yeah. Danny, they're cool bunny babes. Thanks. So now there's a funny picture of me after where I'm giving the thumbs up and she's giving the thumbs up because it was mission accomplished. We just did a little bump and grind. Everything's done. And everybody's happy. What else do you do? So the face we both made was like, yay! We don't know what to do.
He was like, I came. This is the worst sex I've ever had.
Yeah, most definitely. I was saying it off the air before. She's a fucking 11. You know, and on a scale of 1 to 10, she's an 11. I'm a -6. All right? This poor girl had to climb me.
And she was like,
yeah.
Fucking what the fucking fuck? Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking... How did you two fucking... Fuck!
So now... the Tourette's notwithstanding... We're putting his fucking on Tourette's. So now... We finished that. Now we're sitting in the bordello area.
The area.
The area.
You're getting your.
I don't know what the fuck you call it. So you're in there.
You're giving the scorecard over there.
Yeah. So that, well, no. Now I go back to I'm shooting the shit. Al, diabetes Al is there, and he's like, Eddie, huh? And he puts his thumb in. I'm like, and then Dennis is asking all this stuff and back and forth, and I go. Yeah, I made my bones. Like, because it really... And now Dennis says that's my initiation into the club.
I don't kiss and tell.
Yeah. Which I didn't. I left a whole bunch of shit out, so...
Only on the radio for everyone.
I left a lot of shit out.
For her...
You don't know all the shit we did.
I want to know everything.
For her, it was probably regular sex. For you, it was like...
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges' scores. Carrie Ann Inaber.
I found it. It's a 10.
She found it.
Len Goodman.
From Len, the 10.
Yes.
Bruno Tognoli.
10.
You're damn right.
Oh, our first perfect score.
It was a perfect score. It definitely, for me, I was fine. The awkwardness kind of subsides. All right. So now we're just shooting the shit. Everything's going on, but now it's business as usual. As they're preparing for the party, there were other people coming in to do the business for the bunny ranch. So I got to see all the different lineups, all the girls. I got booze this time because after you're having sex, you might as well get some whiskey in you. So I'm getting whiskey.
I usually have it before.
So now wait, after the
you usually have to give your girl some whiskey, don't you?
How long did the awkwardness take to subside? I mean, like, were you able to just start shooting the shit with her after? Or?
Oh no, we were fine. Me and Taylor were fine. It was it's the prying eyes that are like, yeah, because you walk out. Imagine fucking right. And then walking out and coming back in the room to you fuckers. That's what it's like.
But you come out. Yeah. You have the cigar, the drink, and you unwind.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I got my drink. I got my $13 cigar. Because I was like, you're going to be rewarded. Here's a pat on your head. $13. You did well in there, kid. You didn't get shit on the sheets. Go ahead. Go have a cigar.
Are you sure?
So then, yeah, I made sure. So then I'm smoking a cigar. I go outside on the, first off, let me just tell you, I'm outside now at this point because now I have to get air because now it's very warm.
You're flustered.
I'm flustered. I just had sex. It's a lot of people are now in the bunny ranch, so now I go outside. I'm on the veranda, on the porch area, smoking, taking pictures of the shit because I didn't have the balls to take pictures on the way in. Okay. So I take pictures after I've done the deed already.
Well, you see things a little differently after you've been released.
Yeah.
When you lose your virginity, Billy. I mean, what? No. I mean, when you have sex, Billy. What? Whoopsie.
The colors come back.
Take notes, Pudding.
Yeah. Pudding. When the penis goes... Oh, no, the Pudding has sex, remember? Yeah. Not a lot, though.
He has a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend. I don't know if she...
You weren't here for that episode.
No, I missed that part.
Yeah, Pudding gets laid. Not much, but he gets laid.
But he gets it.
And he won't tell us about it either. Right?
And his cousin is a very nice girl.
Yeah.
She does...
All right, so you're taking pictures.
So now I'm taking pictures outside, smoking cigars, taking pictures. It's the picture of that when I was embracing the scenery and everything else. So that's going on. But now the life is going on around me because they're getting ready for this thing. So fast forward now, because the theme
Preparing
was...
to fast forward.
Okay, fast forward. So now it's about maybe I want to say an hour later. So we're at like 6 now. All right. Dennis is doing a live broadcast from the Bunny Ranch. Mm-hmm. Now remember, the party's not at the Bunny Ranch. The party is at his restaurant / cigar place down the street, the cigar bar. Yes. Yeah. That's down the road. Okay? So now, what happens is, we're all standing around, I'm smoking a cigar. Now, they're trying to set up everything, to get everything going. Now, Panama, the other radio guy, Speedy, shows up with his wife. The guy from Jamie Foxx's stuff, he's there. So now it's Radio Guy Central, including myself. So we're shooting this shit.
Did you say, hey, give me a job?
Yes. Many times. So now... we're shooting the shit. Dennis is hawking my show. He's hawking everything. Next thing I know, they're doing, which I took the picture of, they're doing the broadcast with Flavor Flav, Heidi Fleiss, Ron Jeremy, Dennis, and one of the Bunny Babes. They're all there. So now, next thing I know, the producer of the show goes, there's the funny picture. That's the after effect. Mm-hmm. Look how fat I am.
Look at the sweat on the middle of the shirt.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Or
is that just...
I think that... No, actually, in his defense, I think that's just the shadow.
I think it's the shadow, plus it also... That shirt wicks. Like the sweat, so I shouldn't have sweat come out on that.
All right.
Look at the sweat on her. Jesus. Yeah, all right, so that's pretty much what was going on. No, that's later. I'll go into that too, but there's Taylor in the corner with her nipple hanging out. If you don't know, this is her titty right there.
Whoops!
I got to suck on those. Those are pretty nice.
Lucky man.
So anyway, the whole thing happened. They're doing the show, and then the producer comes up and goes, "Do you want to be on the show?" So now, if we can find that video, I don't even know what that is. I did a whole episode of Dennis's show with Panama, Ron Jeremy, Heidi Fleiss, Flavor Flav, all these fucking people. We're doing the show.
Nice.
And now we're doing that. So plus the Ham Radio Show definitely got some fucking promotion there, by the way, for everybody. Yeah. But that was a great show. That was huge. But now here's what happens. After I do that, my phone is dying because remember, I've been at the Bunny Ranch all day.
Right.
So I have not charged my phone. My cell phone is dying. I'm going to need that to get home. Ooh. Because that's the number you have to call. To make sure you can get the car service to go back to the thing. No, I had everything. I made sure. I put it with me like a smart little cookie. I put it in my pocket.
But he left it in his sheets.
Yeah. It was covered in shit. Yeah, cheat sheets. So now.
I never know what happens between the sheets.
Yes. This time it was on top of the sheets. So now, what happened? So now I'm finding any outlet I can find in the ranch. I'm in the lobby. So I plug in my stuff. I'm while they're winding everything down, everyone's starting to leave periodically for the party.
Right.
So it's like in shifts. They're leaving in shifts to the party. So now I'm by proxy still there at the ranch while people are leaving. I'm now left with Dennis and everybody else. Mm-hmm. Most of the people are leaving because there's limos picking everybody up, but there's only a certain amount of limos. A certain amount of drivers, because he has a shitload of limos. Ooh. There's only a certain amount of drivers that were at running everyone back and forth. Because remember, the place is only across. It's down the road. It's not. It's like 5 seconds away.
It's walking distance.
Yeah, but you can't because it's a highway.
Oh, okay.
So you have to take the limo.
On the fuck you highway.
Yeah, you got to take the fuck you highway down to the Hershey Backdoor Express. So now this is all happening, but by proxy, I'm still charging my phone. I'm waiting. I'm getting as much juice in as I can before we go. Mm-hmm. And then I hear someone say, all right, there's another limo here. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I unplug my shit, not thinking anything, wrapping up my shit. I go wait outside. Now I'm waiting outside. Dennis comes out. Ron Jeremy's coming out. Heidi Fleiss comes out. Flavor Flav's coming. Not Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav at that point left already. And some other chick that was with Heidi Fleiss comes out. So now, by proxy, because Dennis goes, well, get in. So now I'm in the A-list limo. With all these fucking people I just said.
Well, that's the way to do it.
And Taylor. Taylor's in the fucking limo, too. So now I'm in this limo. But, dude, the party don't start until the fucking A-list limo comes. So now I'm in the limo that starts the party.
That's
awesome. That's the fucking thing. So now it's like...
You share the big banana with everybody.
I would have shared it with everybody in that fucking limo, Danny. So now now this is going on, and they're all talking, like they're talking business. And it's stuff I'm probably not supposed to hear that I won't repeat. And they're talking all this stuff, and I'm like, Robin. So they're doing all that stuff. Yeah. And then after that, like, so now we're making the grand entrance. So now Ron gets in. All the fucking bunnies are dressed as cheerleaders. They go in with him.
Oh, that's absolutely awesome.
I'm now in the group at this point.
Were you dressed as a cheerleader?
I was.
I
had the tits and the pleated skirt. We go in. Now we're in there. They're taking pictures because it's like prom. So that you walk in, they're taking pictures, the whole thing. And then it becomes like a giant clusterfuck because the place is just jam-packed with everybody. And Laney's there. It's a giant party. The sex, drugs, and rock and roll guys are doing their radio show from the back of the fucking venue. It was a giant thing. And then so I bump into Laney and I say, what happened? She goes, you're having a better weekend than we are. So now, it gets even better though.
But he still had the Kool-Aid smile.
Oh, yeah. So let's review. I've been fucked.
In a pleasant way.
In a pleasant way.
And in a bad way with the airline.
Yeah. Yeah. I started out shitty, got fucked, made sure that it wasn't shitty on the sheets. Then I'm in the A-list limo on the way to the party. Now, I'm at a party, too, so there's food, there's drinks, we're partying, whatever. I go, I have my drink, because you get, like, a free drink when you're there, the whole 9 yards. Right. Because I was also in the group, so I get, like, whatever they get, I get. So now, I know. So now, we're doing all right. Now, the party's going on, it's fun. The party's fucking great. Flavor Flav's hanging out with us, it's the whole thing. So now, at a certain point, though, I'm like, the adult in me goes, you really got to go home soon because you have to fly out in the morning. So my brain goes, shut up, stupid. He's staying at the party.
Have fun.
So I stayed for a little bit longer. I fought with my brain. But then I find the guy that drove us in, and I'm like, hey, would it be possible if I can get a ride back to my hotel? He goes, yeah, sure, no problem. When do you want to go? I'm like, half an hour, tops, whatever. So then what happened was Laney needed to get a hold of Dennis for something. So I'm bringing her back to the VIP area, showing her where he is. We're talking again. I thank Dennis. I practically blew him at the place.
And you should have.
Because I said, like, if it gets fucking insane, I'm not going to be able to say goodbye to you. So let me say goodbye to you here. Let me say goodbye to you right there. The whole night, I don't know if he could hear me because it was so fucking loud in there. But, like, Air Force Amy's there. The whole night, everybody's there.
And you didn't get an autograph for me?
What?
You
Dude, she was not in the mood to sign shit. Trust me. Let's just leave it at that. She's not in the fucking mood.
How do you know?
Because they were not there for business, Joe. This was a party where they got to relax.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to be on. They didn't have to be an asshole like you walking up, can I have an autograph?
Yeah. They like that.
No, they don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's the exact opposite of what they want.
It's like celebrity. They want to be
why
celebrity.
Joe doesn't get laid.
This is why Joe doesn't get invited to the fucking place. So now, we are at the thing. We're finishing up there. And this is the best way to end my fucking thing, by the way. So we go to the guy's looking for me. I'm looking for him. I see Al, Diabetes Al. I say, hey, Al, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Great meeting you, the whole 9 yards. So I'm making my way out. The guy goes, are you ready? I said, yeah, I was looking for you. So, okay, we meet up. Now I'm getting into a stretch limo again. It's the same limo I came in.
Yes.
But now there's buddies in the limo. So now I'm in a limo.
Mind sharing, do you?
Yeah. I'm like, I'll share. And when I jumped in, I said, don't mind me, I'm fat. So I jump in. So I'm in with these two limo bunnies, and they're in there. They're going back to work because really their day doesn't end. It just keeps going. It's a 365-day-a-year job. It just keeps going. Mm-hmm. So now they're going back to the Sagebrush brothel, which is on the stretch of fucking places that Dennis has. Dennis has like 7 within walking distance. Oh. Okay? So now that's all going on. They go back, but then I realized once they get out, we talked, we schmoozed, the whole 9 yards, whatever. Not very interesting conversation, but, So we're whatever. They leave.
Sure is hot in Reno.
Yeah, sure is hot. How about that weather?
Yeah. I heard you might get some rain this year.
I duck walked to the bed. You want to hear the story? So now,
oh, that's great.
They we're in the limo and they leave, and then I realize I'm now in $1 million limo.
All by yourself.
By myself.
Yeah.
So like a kid in a candy shop, I'm sitting there going like, in my brain, I'm like, Chiefs, drive me home.
Yeah.
And now, yes, thank you.
I only live 2,200 miles away.
I'll tip you a Finsky.
Yeah.
So now
Yes.
I'll give you gas money.
Yeah.
So now I'm now because the guy didn't realize he goes he thought I was going back to the ranch like to get laid again or something. So now I'm like no I have to go back to the Gold Dust West. He goes, oh, all right. So now remember, from where we are, it's only like 10 minutes, which, by the way, also Reno, because I got the inside track from my friend Fritzy, who was one of the limo drivers. They have no crime.
No,
they have zero crime. Like he said, if someone jaywalks, it's front page news. They have no crime. They have no like traffic.
Yeah.
Right there,
it's funny because
it's a different universe.
It used to be the opposite there years ago.
Yeah,
Reno was like Sin City.
Yeah. But then what happened was that when they thought they were going to try to build it like Las Vegas and make it like a second Vegas, it never took.
Yeah,
it never took. So, and by the way, they have no income tax, Joe. That's the place where you're going to want to go.
I want to go now.
Yeah. So now what happens is though
can we go
at night? Pudding, start walking. So now. So now we're driving back, and like it felt like it was taking longer because I was just like absorbing the fact that I'm in the limo, and I'm going back and literally I get like so now there's people outside my hotel, and like he went around and actually opened the door, like because I'm like so white trash that I'll open the door of the limo myself and just get out. Yeah. I don't need, but what they do is they actually rig the doors so the driver has to get out, which I didn't know that because I'm not Mr. I drive in limos all fucking day. So now he has to get out. He opens the door. So now I look like Cinderella going to the ball.
Hello,
I'm famous. Hello.
You step out and trip right over the curb and land on your face. Yeah,
fall flat on your face, break your nose.
So now, I'm
getting married today. Is my bride here yet?
Yeah. So now I get out of the limo, and that's how I ended my day. And that was the last thing. And then the funniest thing, right before we go to break, is the next day, because I had an early flight. I didn't have a late flight. Sure. I had an early, so you have to. Now, normally, we're New Yorkers. Mm-hmm. We know how many hours you got to be for your flight.
At least an hour.
It's got to be an hour or two, right? Yeah. Okay. It's in the Reno airport. First off, there is, like I said, it's not a huge airport. Mm-hmm. You can park your car in like 20 minutes before your flight and still be on time. Yeah. And still have like 19 minutes to spare.
Right.
So now what happens is, I leave early, like I'm supposed to, because that's in my brain what we're supposed to do. They pick me up, I limo to the fucking airport, so I look like a god again. Mm-hmm. I get out the whole thing, I was doing the whole thing, and then as soon as I'm in the airport, ring, my phone rings. And it's Dennis. Mm-hmm. And Dennis goes, you should come because I told you it was a 3-day event. Yeah. The third day was the barbecue / pool party.
Oh, wow.
So now I'm like, so now he goes, you should come here and get blown before you go on the plane. So then I'm like, dude, I'm already at the airport. I mean, I would have loved to. And I thanked them again, and it was literally the best way to cap off everything because my own personal Jesus is going, you should come back for more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like he open arms welcomed me in and was like, you should come back. We loved having you.
Lord, you fool.
And it was just a fuck. It was the way it ended.
Bye.
I was on that plane, like I said I was going to be, with a smile on my face that would have to be sandblasted the fuck off. And that's exactly how I was. I did not leave Reno with a frown. It wasn't going to happen. And that, my friends, is my fireside chat of hashtag Bunny Rancher Bust.